Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Wendy here from Little Nest Crafts. I'd like to thank you for joining me this evening. Thank you to my regular subscribers, and thank you if you are new to my channel. This is going to be a quick video. Previously, in one of my previous videos, should I say, I showed you a French document haul where I've been collecting over the past couple of years lots of French items because I want to do a French themed journal, and included in those documents were some French cheques. So what I've done is I've done a little mini digital kit which I'll show you now, and it just consists of 3 pages. You get 3 copies of some of the cheques. They're all different ones. This one's got the stamps on the side, so is that, and so is that, and they've got all the signatures and everything. And I've taken off the worst bits. I've cleaned them up a little bit, but as you can see, some of them were torn, so I've left those in because that, they were original documents, so I've left them as is. And you also get a backing page to print on the back, and you also get a page of ledgers, and I've printed on both sides. I've reduced them in size because you'll see what I'm going to do with those now. And excuse me, and I hope that you like what I've done. So I don't know, maybe 6 months ago I made these. These aren't with my own cheques. These were with some that I downloaded off the internet, and I watched a channel, one of Roxy Creations videos, and I made these to put in my stash. But then I thought, it'd be nice to have my own documents in my own journal, so that's why I made this little mini kit. And but these make lovely little additions to your journal, and I've done 2 different sorts. This one's just a pocket, so basically I took one of the print off with the 3 copies on, and made this little pocket. And basically all I've done is I've put these ledgers inside as is, and all I've done is cut them both out, and as I say, printed on both sides, and I've inked the edges, and I'm just putting those inside. So these make lovely simple happy mails to send out to folk, and you can add, the pockets are quite roomy, so you can add other ephemera. And I've just put a policy closure on the front, and with a bit of twine on that one. And I'll show you how I constructed the pockets out of the 3 cheques. So that's one, and then this one I've done a concertina pocket. So inside I didn't glue the side edges, and I've used 4 pages of the I printed 2 pages of the ledger, because that'll give you 4 pockets, and I've put 4 pockets in here, and I've made a little concertina. In this front part as well, I glued, instead of putting glue all on the front of the insert there, I just did 2 side ends. The middle was glued because obviously when you pull this open, you want the pocket to come open at the front there. So it gives you 2 little pockets at the front. So you could insert you know, little tags in there. And because I've left enough space on the pocket, you've got let me just show you, you've got room, if it'll fit. I don't know whether it'll fit, but I'll use one of these little tags that I made for another Facebook group I was in. We've been making these, so as you can see, you know, you've got two little pockets there as well, you know, to put things in. You could also do that at the back if you wanted to. I've just left it glued in the middle, but if you run some glue on the back of there and on the back of this side, you get two pockets at the back as well, so that you could insert something in the back there. I might do that, but I've left this one as is. So what I wanted to do was show you how I made this these little pockets. I'll just put those to one side and I'll move that so it's not distracting, and I'll move those papers. Excuse my arm. So basically what I've done is I've cut out the 3 cheques, which are those 3 cheques there, and I'll just pop those to the side. So you want, obviously you want a lid of your envelope, and you want a back of your envelope, and you want the bottom of your envelope. Sorry, you want the back of your envelope, your front of your envelope, and you want your flap. So I've decided that this one's going to be my flap, which is the middle one on this sheet here. Let me do that. So I've decided that this one's going to be the rear of my envelope there. And what I have done is I need to get my ink just to get rid of those little white bits there, and I'll do the rest of the inking after. So this is going to be the reverse of my envelope, so you need to make a little tuck at the bottom. Just trying to get it as straight as I can, and then this will be the reverse side of your envelope. Now this is going to be my flap, so I'm going to put it at the top there, and this is going to be my front piece. So I'm going to just ink those edges. Around there, and all I've done is print this off in normal copier paper. I think it's about 100 GSM. So you know they're quite light and they're very thin. So you need to get your glue, and for quickness I'm going to use my Beacon 3-in-1, and you put a line of glue along the bottom. Don't be too generous with it because it will squidge out everywhere. And then you get the front of your pocket and you put that, line it up and put that along the edge there, and that will then give you the inside of your envelope. So you've got the front and you've got the back, and don't be alarmed that this side is shorter than that side, because all will be rectified when you put this one on. So I'm going to turn it back over so I don't forget that that's the back. And then you need to look at your check and decide how far down this part of your envelope you want it to come. And if you see there's a blue line in the middle of that check, and I decided that I wanted that to show like that. You can actually cover it up and come lower down if you want, which I don't dislike that either. Now then, what you need to do is just, I'm going to ink that part there where there's that little, but just do the edges very lightly along here, because you don't want too much of a line showing when you have this there for the time being anyway. So let me have a look. Shall I have that showing? Yeah, and I need to just get my scissors, because I've not really cut that very straight. I'm just going to take that little edge off there. Oops, a daisy. There we are. So that is going to go there like that, and then you fold it over and fold that down like that. This part will actually be upside down on the reverse of your envelope, but if you can see there, I wanted just to cover that stamp, so I'm lining up the two edges just so that you can't see that stamp there, just to make it neater. And then if you fold this flap up, then you can apply your glue and apply it to the piece that you're going to flip down. There we are. And basically, there's your envelope. Oops. See, just be careful when you do that. Oops, a daisy, I've told you wrong now, see? Oops. I've been over generous with the glue, and you need to keep that out of the way. Luckily this is Fabri-Tac, so it does actually rub off. So sorry about that. Be very sparing with your glue. Right, I have got an adhesive rubber, which I recommend these, and it does help you get rid of any glue that you don't want. So just take those off there. There we are. Same there. I think that's got the most of it off. There we are. Okay. So that's the front of our envelope. This is our flap, and it's not quite straight, so I'm going to alter that just a smidgen. There we go. And I'll just take that corner off there. Lovely. And then it's up to you whether you round your corners. But I'm going to ink now. And then I'm just going to just rub that along that edge there. There we go. And do this flap. And we'll give it a little bit inside as well. Oops, I don't want it to stick down. There we go. I can give that another go afterwards. Just pop my ink away. Right, so now then we need to sort the pockets out, and very simple. I have measured, I've made this ledger so that it does fit inside the envelope. So excuse me cutting out. There we go. There we go. And I've got another one to do as well, because we're going to have 4 pockets in this. So I just need to get the other sheet. Right, so what I've done is I've done that off camera. I've printed off another sheet and cut them out, so we've got 4 pieces of ledger. So I'm just going to make sure that they're all facing the same way. If you want them facing the same way. There we go. And we'll fold them in half. Like so. And then, sorry, but I'm just going to ink all the edges. Whether this will get all 4 edges of the paper, I don't know, but I can have a look in a minute when we flick through. And as I said, you can see that they fit inside the envelope perfectly. So let's have a look. Just do the edges on that one. And the back side. There we go. That's 2. Three, and that one's okay. Just need the edge of that one. And on that side as well. So what you need to do now is just put a a little drop of glue running along those edges. You use the glue of your choice. I'm using Fab-O-Tac 3-in-1, sorry, only because it's to hand at the moment. And I don't want the paper, because it's only 100 GSM. I don't want to get the paper all soggy. Because I've been using collal glue, and I find it, you know, whether I'm being over generous with it, but I do find it makes the paper very damp. So there we go. One more. So that's that. And then it's easy peasy, because it's ledger paper, you've got a line running down the middle. So if you just get your glue and run a line of glue down that line and pop your next page onto it. And same again. Keeping your bottoms square. And last one. So that's all the pages. Now then, as I said before, it's up to you whether you want to make pockets. You just make sure that they're all lined up, which they are, and you just need to do the back one now. So pop that there. And then find your crease. And you don't want to go right into the crease, but just a millimetre or so away from it, and then making sure that you're that you're within the boundaries of the envelope, and then make sure the bottom will close up, and then you do the same again on this last piece. And I'm going to make 2 pockets, so I'm going to do the same. Just run a line of glue and then fold this up. Give that chance to dry before you open it. And there's your flap. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just round those corners a little bit. I'll see what it's like on the smallest one. Yeah, I think that's fine. There we go. Now then, what you can do if you want to make these look more authentic, you can actually put your stamps on. So I'll just get my stamps and we'll have a go.